Hey guys, welcome back to the Thompson Model Shop, and look what we have for you here today. And this is number 7 for the ROBOCOP build. So what we're going to do in this video real quick is kind of show you a real glimpse of this awesome book. And it gives you a little bit of behind the scenes look. And this is what we're going to be working on today, guys. So I've brought back some of the old pieces, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a cracking on it. It looks like we're going to be focusing mainly on this. So without further ado, let's get on the bench real quick and knock this out. Okay, welcome to the bench, guys. I know it's been a month since we've gotten back to this model. However, we do have other models on the channel to keep us busy throughout the month. But this model will be coming out every single month because I just started it. So the other models, I've had them in the background for a while, and I've been working on some other projects. But without further ado, what we're going to do here is we're going to knock out putting all these pieces together. Okay, so what we have here is step 1. I've also brought back another piece because that's going to be step 2. So step 1 is just clicking something in place. It's got 3 little points, and then the 3 points are here. And all they're asking us to do is attach them into this little slot. Once this is done, that's it for step 1. Alright, that's all we got for step 1. So with step 1 completed, now we have to take and do step 2. Step 2, we reintroduce this piece, which according to the book is saying that we're going to just slide it on in. So this piece does get slid right into place, and it locks kind of in place just like so. And then I'm going to take my 2 CM screws, I'm going to screw them in. They are going inside here and here. So for you folks at home who can't probably see that, there's just two little slots that we're going to fill in. So we'll get cracking on that. With those 2 CM screws placed inside, we have an end result here for step 2. In step 2, it all comes out real nice. It looks very much completed, okay? So this is nice. I like it. I think it looks really good. And we still have that movable piece right here. And that looks really nice. So just a quick recap of everything that we're doing here. We have put now this piece together. Now the purple here is the stuff that, well, we really haven't done much of, of adding. But we've already done the helmet. We have done this part. However, it's not considered completed because we have not gotten his face piece yet. We haven't even put down anything here at the bottom. But we have been able to do one piece of the arm, and we've also been able to do the little elbow joint area, and we've done the chest plating. But we haven't placed it anywhere or screwed it on. But it also shows us the end result of how everything is going to look. And then we also have the full character here. So I'm already seeing some things here. There's some numbers like 2 and 1. So what I'm thinking is that since there's a gap here, there's probably going to be some more pieces coming that are going to get screwed in and look more aesthetically pleasing. But I think it's going to be like, the 2 panels coming on here with the clasp to make it look like it's clicked on, either on this side or the other side. Can't quite remember, but we'll get to that when we do. So, and then of course, then after that, it goes into some other stories about robots and things and such like that, and panels, so that's pretty interesting. All right, but other than that, that is it for stage 7. All right, so without further ado, for this particular month, we are going to now crack on to issue 8 of the book. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, issue 8 that came with this box set 4 every month. That's 4 magazines every month. And since we're getting that every month, instead of doing it once a week on the ROBOCOP, because we have so many other models going on at one time, I've decided that this video, we're just going to go ahead and do all 4 that came in the box just the other day. So I noticed last segment there I said book, but there is no master book, but I'd call that the binder, I guess, whenever that arrives. But we're going to get started on 8. With 8, you come with all the scenes. As you noticed before in the last one, we had all that gasoline spraying down, and here it is now caught on fire with the explosion, and RoboCop getting ready to fire his gun. And you have some more scenes from the movie, then you got another one. All right, but this is the meat and potatoes. This is what we're here for, guys. So right here, just looking at this alone, you know, you got all these different stages here that we're going to be working on. So without further ado, I think we should just get on with those. Just in case I didn't mention it, in issue 7, this is the packaging that it came in. So it'll have the little RoboCop logo on it and everything, and then it'll have its pieces. So the logo looks really, really nice. But we don't need that piece, so we're gonna throw it in a little trash piece. So now here we have it, folks. This is all part of step 1. Step 1, okay, is we have this piece, then we have this one. So we have Alpha A and or 8A and 8B, and they're gonna go together. So, and then once we do that, we're going to be attaching it here on step 2. We're going to attach it to the arm. So it's a good thing that I brought them back out. Okay, so with step 1, we basically have to align this correctly. So it shows this side, and then it shows this side, the part that says R. And then we're going to place them into place like so. So there's that, all locked into place. Oops. Alright. We'll do that one more time. Now it's locked into place on this side. Okay. And since that's done, it's gonna look just like so. Okay, really nice and fancy there. I think so. And then we'll move on to step 2. So as we are here on step 2, we have this GP screw. I didn't prep it this time, so we'll go ahead and prep that. And there we have it. It's all prepped and ready to go. This GP screw, I'm going to put it with my little screwdriver here. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put the GP screw right through here, which will then lock into here. Alright, so I'm going to come down ever so gently here, because I know that we can only do this one time if we mess it up. So that looks like it lined up. That looks like it lined up. So we're going to lock that in. Alright, it looks really good. Looks a little locked in. So I'm going to take my GP screw and I'm going to go ahead and screw that in. There it is. It's all done. It's all set up. Everything is there. It's all screwed in, nice and snug, nice and tight. I think it came out really nice. Okay, that came out real nice. So once again, here's how we have it. We have the helmet, we have our chest piece, and now we have our new added piece here. And this is how it'll look once everything is all put together. And as you can see, looks really nice. So now we have the right upper arm front cover and the right upper arm inner cover, which is on the inside here. So that's pretty fancy. So let's move on to stage 9. Woo! We're moving along. We just got finished halfway through. Now we're on stage 9. We still have one more stage to go. So let's see what this one brings, okay, folks? So we're gonna do it together. And look at that, it looks like we're on another screen capture from that first 2 scene captures from the one little scene there where he tells that guy, dead or alive, you're coming with me, and now he's walking over to the bike. Alright, So I think that's really cool. That looks really nice. Here's another full look scene, another image of the guy later in the movie. If you haven't seen RoboCop and you're watching this video, by all means, go watch the movie. It's pretty good. There's different versions of it out that are available, so try to watch either one or the other, or you can watch all of them if you got the time. So here's what the meat and potatoes of it is, guys. It looks like we're going to be adding another piece. So now that you see the pieces that we're going to get, let's go bring them to the bench. Alright guys, I ain't gonna lie, this has some weight to it. Holy moly. Not only does the arm have a little bit of weight, we're about to get some more weight added to it. So our first step, obviously, is we're going to be doing 9 alpha, okay? And this is forearm. Look at that massive looking piece. I mean, if I just hold it in my hand, you can kind of see how massive this thing can be. I mean, holy moly, right? So, I mean, his arm, just the forearm, is going to be, you know, from his elbow, or from his shoulder all the way down to his elbow. It's practically like the length of my hand. So this is going to be really cool once we're all done. But without further ado, let's get on with step 1. So step 1's a little tricky now. You have CM screw and a CP screw. The CM screw, however, will be going on this side of the arm. So just to clarify, CM screw will go here, and then you flip it over and it'll be the CP screw going on this side. And the arm, the one with the widest opening, or the lower opening, is just going to fit right on top, and it'll look kind of like so. So without further ado, let's get those screws and start getting this piece together. Okay, so I put in the CM screw, but I didn't put it in all the way. So now my next goal here is to put in the CP screw. Now there are a couple screw holes at the bottom, okay, and these are down here, these little screw holes. I've noticed that the plastic piece that's inside the rubber casing here kind of just clicked into place, so that's pretty cool. So what I like to do is do a little quick test, make sure that the arm can move nice and freely. I don't want to have it too tight to where you can't move the armature. But so far we noticed that the armature can move, so that's really good news. As I listed in here is that we're going to be putting some AP screws, okay? Just like I said, it clicked into place right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the AP screws into here now. And there we have it, folks. The AP screws are in there. I think they came out really nice by putting those in there. And we also have our screws here put in along with the other screw on this side. And it does freely move about, so you can hear the clicks and everything. So that's really cool. Alright, so that's a plus. So now we're going to go off to step 2. Step 2 now, we're going to be putting this black little piece here, the 9 Bravo, alright, the right forearm, alright, and we're going to put it to the upper, okay? So as you can see, it's kind of curved a little bit, so you want to have the excess where it kind of curves on this one. Kind of just want to line it right on up. Alright, and once it's lined up, it should be good to go. And there it is, it's all lined up. And then you're going to take 2 CM screws out of here and screw them in. And there it is, it's placed into place, which is kind of cool. Looks like we're going to have a ball here somewhere, so that's probably going to be coming up next in the next issue. But for now, it's starting to really look like an arm, guys. So here you have it now, folks. We have now placed on our middle right forearm We still have our hand that's got to go in here. We still have another piece to add, and we've managed to put the upper right arm in. We still have this purple paneling that has to go over our silver paneling that we already put in. We have the helmet. We still have more to go to get that done, and we have his chest plate. And as you can see, it's going to look real nice once we're all done. And here we have it, folks. Our final stage, stage 10. All right, so right now we're going to work on stage 10, and this is what's inside. So here it is, guys. We're going to another scene. This is a real building in Texas. A guy found it, and then CGI added all the other levels. But this piece, it's still standing and is still inside Texas. So if you come across it, it's going to be awesome. As far as I know, this real building is actually located in Dallas, Texas, on the other side of the country there, but it's really not on the other side of the country, okay? But this is where the filming location is, and as you can see, they filmed even up close to the building, so that's pretty cool. And then you have all the other locales where they did the filming, so that's pretty cool. And then we have some other stuff here going on, but here's the meat and potatoes, guys. This is what we're working on. This is where we're at. We are at the part where we are starting to put on more of the forearm and the other pieces, which should later on connect to his hand, is what I'm going to assume. So without further ado, let's get those pieces on the bench, put them together so we can build more of our arm here. And so here we are, guys. We have all of our pieces. They're all right here, and they don't feel too much like metal. They feel more like a plastic type deal. So kind of curious to see how all this is gonna play out. But we're gonna start with step 1. Okay, so with step 1, here's the sequence of events. We have to basically, we're gonna be building it all the way up, going this way. So the small piece is gonna fit inside here, and it's gonna go like so. Then you're gonna take the small circle, put it on top. Okay, then you're gonna take this bigger dome, and you're gonna put that one on top of that. Alright, it's kind of like putting on contact lenses, I guess. I don't wear contact lenses, so I'm just going to assume. And then we have all the pieces that we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on down. Oops, here we go. It's a little tricky there, so just bear that in mind. Alright, the other way I like to do it is just take it like so, put the 2 pieces in there, just like that. That way they're already there. And then we're just gonna lay it right on top. Alright. Okay, so I've managed to get it in there nice and easy. So that's really nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go now and tighten all these CP screws down. That way we have everything in place. Now there is a little lip that's right here that kind of helps you line it up, so that way you know that it's in the right place. So just be very careful with this, because you know these are plastic pieces. Alright, there we go. Everything's in there nice and snug, and it moves, but not as freely as you think. I mean, it does just a bit, so that's okay. Might have to go back and check this out, make sure all the pieces inside are lined up correctly. Okay, so I lined them up, everything looks good, Just moves very slowly, so that's fine. I don't really want it to move much anyway. So now we go off to step 2. Okay, so we have 3 BP screws that are going to go in, and so that is going to go and fit nice and snug. It lines up. There's a little spot here for all this to line up. So according to this, the flat side, this side, is going to go towards the front, which is kind of weird, but I think it's probably because I have it lined up wrong. There we go. Alright, so there's that. It's all lined up and good to go. Alright, it's all locked into place. So now all we have to do is take our BP screws and stick them on the inside, and then we'll be good to go. So I'll go ahead, put the BP screws in, and we'll see it when it's completed. Okay, and so stage 2 is now completed. And so of course we have our little arm piece in there, all the screws are in, and I think it looks really nice so far. So I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it came out really good. So we managed to get everything done, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is really the end of this whole video series so far. I mean, we got everything going on here, and I think this arm piece looks really good. I'm gonna probably have it sitting like this when it finally gets attached to his bodysuit. So I'm assuming our next phase was to probably attach the hands. So I'm gonna look, and well, it doesn't say to do that yet, but it does say to do this, guys. We're looking at how the arm is all situated here. There's a wrist joint, which is down here, and obviously I was right in predicting that it shows you that this piece is going to connect to the lower half. There'll be another piece going around this, it seems. So that's going to be really nice, and it'll allow us to do other addings, like add-ons, but we now can bend it a little bit, so that's good. That's really good to know that we're going to be able to attach that hand here, hopefully in the next month. Here's some behind the scenes look at some other stuff. This is probably some science stuff, technology wise. Pretty nifty stuff. I don't know what all this has, but the Hey Siri and all that. So anyway, that concludes today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did, showing you guys how I'm building this ROBOCOP figurine here, I guess, or the legendary cyborg ROBOCOP. But if you keep liking it and you subscribe to the channel, then you'll get all the up-to-date information on this particular model, and of course any other models that we come up with here in the next month or so. So of course, on the bottom of the screen there is a like button, and on the bottom of your screen is also a subscribe. So feel free, click on that, and hope to see you guys on our next video, no matter which model we give out, but hopefully we can see you on the next one. And you guys enjoy, and keep on modeling.